What's going on, guys? We have a good one for you. If you're watching this right now, I think I am posting this possibly on Monday, so we're going to get some more videos about the winner of the Dricus and Adesanya fight. I can't wait to get that to y'all, but for right now, we're going to be talking about Belal Muhammad training with his corner KhAbib Nurmagomedov, the Eagle, and how KhAbib was throwing him around. Updates on Conor fighting. We have Michael Chandler calling him out. Then we're also going to be doing some pop culture. We're going to be talking about what the hell is Colby Covington doing? And then also Anthony Smith, our favorite journeyman and one of the worst UFC reporters, talking about he's surprised that he's fighting Reyes. So with that, let's get right into, for me, the most exciting part, which is going to be Belal training with KhAbib. Let's go ahead and click play.
Kahbib Nurmagomedov. During a recent interview on the Fighter and the Kid podcast, Belal opened up about his training sessions with Khabib ahead of his welterweight title fight at UFC 304. Belal revealed that Khabib was toying with him and throwing him around during training, and he could come back and be a champion right now in any division if he wanted.
There's not a weak person in that group. Every single one of the people is beating me up. Khabib's freaking playing with me, like throwing me around. And I'm just like, man, I'm fighting for the real title. This guy's just like toying with me.
Is he still doing that?
Literally, yeah. When I was in New Jersey, I was just like, bro, I'm getting killed by him. And then all of a sudden I get the fight announcement and I'm like, bro, I suck. I don't know what I got to do. Yeah, no, Khabib still literally can come back and be a champion right now, like in any division he wants to. Like there's nothing from him. Like it's like literally unbelievable.
Belal also shut down a potential super fight with Islam Makhachev and stated he won't fight him for any amount of money.
So you're telling me there's nothing the UFC could offer you that you'd fight Islam? Nothing.
I don't think so. Like for me, it's more so about like the respect and what they've done for me that I would never want to like tarnish that, right? Like it's more about loyalty to me.
Buzz Brands offers a wide variety of high-quality, low-cost, and low-dose THC options. It's made for the functional person who uses THC, whether it's to enhance life, for pain, or for mood. They have energy drinks, my personal favorite, gummies, shots, and ice creams, guys. Whenever you make a purchase, enter Bear in the notes. On August 25th, I'll pick 2 or 3 of y'all, and we'll send y'all a huge care package of random items from Buzz Brands, guys. That's buckabuzz.com. Enter Bear in the notes. Let's get back to the show. So y'all got that here, man. KhAbib was throwing around the new welterweight champion, Belal Muhammad, guys, before his fight was even announced. Comment down below, what does my fan base think? Do you think that KhAbib was the greatest of all time with his 29 wins? If you want to do a comparison to John Jones, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. John Jones, like, we're going to be talking about it as well. Dominic Reyes, Gustafsson #2, Thiago. There was a couple of different fights that were pretty close with John Jones that some people thought he lost. I for sure know John Jones lost the Reyes fight significantly. Somehow he won it. Don't you love it when the judges make a terrible call? But we're going to be talking about, do you think KhAbib is the best of all time? A lot of people say he didn't have enough title defenses, but he fought guys the likes of Dustin Poirier, Conor McGregor, Gaethje. I mean, he fought some freaking killers in the most stacked lightweight division, and he had closer fights, but he had no close fights. So I just think that was really entertaining and interesting to watch. Definitely miss KhAbib, miss the Eagle. I love, though, that, he saw his family, his friends in his corner, still training, uplifting his people. As you know, though, Islam Makhachev already said Belal ruined his plans. Moving up to welterweight, he's not going to do it. He's not going to fight his brother. So with that, let's go ahead and get into Conor McGregor. I've already said on this channel before, I don't think he's ever fighting again. Let's get the most recent take.
During Tuesday's DWCS press conference, Wood announced that McGregor would not be competing inside of the octagon before the end of this calendar year.
Colin talked about the potential of his fight as well.
We talked, yeah. We talked. We didn't meet up, but we talked. And yeah, he wants to fight, so we'll figure it out.
Soon? Is he fighting
Not this year. He won't fight this year.
McGregor wasn't happy with these comments and responded to Dana, tweeting, Dana, December is the date. Bring the calendar year home with a winning event. Come on now, what's this? I'm off to altitude next month to prepare. December. Tell Dana and UFC we want December. We deserve December.
What is up with Conor McGregor, saying, bro, I thought you've been training. You've been through 4 or 5 fight camps in the past 2 years, brother. You should been ready. You should be ready. A broken toe should not take away the fact that you know what I'm trying to say? Like, okay, we're about to get in a fight. I just broke a toe. Once it heals, we're going to fight again. Why are you not on the assault bike? Why are you not on the ladders? Why are you not doing all the cardio you can on a freaking elliptical? There are so many different ways. Shadow boxing, no kicking, boxing. How are you not ready? And Conor, you should have been in the mountain years ago. It probably would have saved your career if you had a better freaking gas tank. But with that, let's talk about Michael Chandler and his thoughts.
At the Contender Series post-fight press conference, Dana White stated that McGregor wouldn't be fighting at all in 2024. This quickly led to a lengthy reaction post from the Irishman, who slammed the UFC CEO's decision. The post was soon after deleted. However, not in time for Michael Chandler to respond, who tweeted, Conor, the sport will move on and thrive without you. Put to bed, laid to rest, soon a distant memory. You've vastly overestimated your importance inside of this game for almost a decade. Godspeed.
I don't think he vastly overestimated. I think he knew exactly how important he was back when he was coming up in his prime of the career. He took UFC to another stratosphere. But now, Conor McGregor obviously does not have the pull he has anymore. I thought he did when they dropped USADA for what seemed like to get Conor McGregor back into the octagon sooner. But it seems that Conor just doesn't want to fight. Now, is it that he doesn't want to fight or he doesn't want to do a fight camp? What are the differences? Well, if you're a fighter, you probably train fighting like punching bags, pads, techniques, maybe a little bit of dancing, sparring, just to feel everything, and you're having a good time, no injuries. Fight camp, sparring, 1 to 3 times a week, cardio as in running and other intensive footwork and plyometrics every single day. And the key word is cardio all the freaking time, every day. And I don't see Conor McGregor getting out of the silk sheets to wake up at 5 a.m. to go for a couple of mile run before he goes and does his training. So with that, let's get into what is Colby Covington getting into. And sorry for playing that ad out loud. Let's see what this guy's getting into. We haven't really heard much of him since the Leon Edwards fight.
With Lil Pump, the rapper posted a short clip to his Instagram of him wrestling with KhAbib. In the clip, Pump has a guillotine locked in, and KhAbib actually looks like he's struggling a bit.
I'm going to pause it right there because he cuts off this video. Dude, look at his face. Look at Colby's face, how red it is. And notice when he tried to get underneath his legs, crouch and pick him up. Once Colby was standing up, Lil Pump sunk into that guillotine even deeper. I'm telling you, Colby was going to try to suplex him and slam him down and get him to let go. And that wasn't able to happen. Why is that, guys? I've never done a jiu-jitsu or anything. It's because the blood is literally getting cut off from his carotid in his head. He is dizzier. He is now on the ground and he's going to stand up quicker. He doesn't have blood coming through in the same velocity or whatever he wants, viscosity, whatever the right word is. I didn't go to college, up into his brain. So he wasn't able to stand up there and slam him down. And as he's standing up, Pump was able to get into it deeper.
Many fans mock Colby for new.
And, this is just, I'm going to put it here because I want to make sure it didn't play any longer. But, everyone's just roasting this guy, Colby. And it's like, Colby, what the frick have you done, man? Like, you had an awesome one against Robbie Lawler, and you're going. Who else? Tyrone Woodley was a great fight. And then, obviously, you had those kickboxing matches with Kamaru Usman. The first one being the best one when you got your jaw broken in, I think the 5th round or the 4th round. Amazing fight. Really brought the dog in both of you. And then that second fight, you lost a little bit of it. Now, was it awesome seeing you fight someone who's stylistically a perfect matchup, Jorge Masvidal? That was a very entertaining fight. I wish you would have gotten the finish, but as we know, you're not a big finisher. Now, we're going to go into the next fight here, which is going to be Leon Edwards. Dude, I didn't even see any part of Colby Covington in there. So what has happened to Colby Covington? Who is he? To me, he's a guy who had his peak in his prime in the Usman #1, had a little bit of drama, internet beef, got a little bit more of a bump for the Jorge Masvidal fight, but we didn't get to see how much Colby declined because in the fight #2, Colby's still fighting Kamaru Usman. So when he goes to fight, Masvidal, it almost looked like he got better possibly, but really it's because he's fighting Jorge Masvidal, no gas tank, and who has not gotten better on the ground game whatsoever for his whole UFC career, and then also someone who's stylistically the best matchup for Colby Covington. And so besides that, he hasn't really done anything. He's fallen off. He's like, how do I stay relevant? And how does he do that? He's hanging out with losers like Vitaly and Little Pump. Dude, Vitaly was a YouTube guy back when I was like a kid. So in high school, like 14, 15 years ago, he freaking did, zombies in the hood. And he dressed up a zombie to go scare people in the hood, right? And pretty funny YouTuber. I really liked him back in the day, at least. I thought he was funny. Like doing the do you even lift, bro, and things like that. Well, anyways, I don't know time frame too good here. I run my own business. I've worked for myself for a long time, so I don't run off a schedule. I don't know the dates, times, or anything. That's for my wife, and she's amazing at it. But I'm going to guess 2 to 4 years ago, Vitaly took a bunch of mushrooms, which if you've ever done them before, I did when I was a kid, they don't make you violent unless you have your own demons. He beat up a random woman jogging to a pulp. He beat the crap. And it almost makes me want to tear up, man. I'm a mama's boy. I got 2 daughters. I have 2 sisters. I have a son my own. And just for a large man to beat up a woman half his size innocently, and then him to blame his friends who didn't choke him out and tell him to stop, and because he was on mushrooms. Oh my gosh! Like what the? Who have you heard of has taken too many mushrooms and killed someone? Right? Like come on, Vitaly. You take them all the time. When people have watched your comment, dude, you're a woman abuser. And I'm so sorry, guys. He's blaming the drugs, but that's what he's had in him, and it just came out. Screw that guy. He's a loser. Little Pump. Who the hell's Little Pump? Screw that guy, too. Look at Colby Covington. You literally have to go hang out, with the scum of the earth. These guys who get all these little clicks for literally being losers and pushing trash. And that's how you think you're going to expand your career or kind of become relevant again? How about you just start fighting decently? And so with that, let's get to our favorite journeyman, Anthony Smith. It looks like he's not talking about fighting Alex Pereira anymore like a dumbass. And sorry, I just have some heat with him. He's always talking smack about Alex. He talks as if he's the best fighter in the world and not a journeyman who works for ESPN. So with that, let's go ahead and click play. And if you don't remember who Dominic Reyes is, look up the Dominic Reyes versus John Jones fight.
Smith reacts to Dominic Reyes being booked to fight him at UFC 310. Recently, multiple reports have come out that Smith will face Dominic Reyes at UFC 310. However, Lionheart himself is surprised by the announcement. Speaking on MMA Today with Dean Thomas, Smith revealed that he hasn't even received a contract.
I had a couple potential bookings and offers and whatever with Reyes in the past. I don't know who on his team. One of them dudes got loose lips. They hadn't even, from the time they called me with the name, it was 4 hours. That shit was everywhere. I didn't even got a contract.
Oh, for real? So it ain't signed yet?
No. I agreed. And how sometimes it takes a while to get the contracts. But they called with one name. And I said, yeah, whatever. I'll fight that guy. And it was that day, that name. Oh, yeah, whatever. I'll do that. Then they came back a couple days later, actually, how about Reyes? With no date, nothing. I said, yeah, I'll fight Reyes. So then they were like, well, how about this day or this day? So I said, I would rather it be, I just didn't want to fight in November. It was November and another date. I don't want to fight in November. So they're like, all right, cool, the other one. And that was the last I've heard. And then it got announced.
Who announced it? Was there somebody from his team?
It has to be. Because the date that they announced and the date they gave me is wrong.
Oh my gosh, guys, I agreed to the fight over the phone, and I'm in the media, and I'm kind of a bigger name because, people watch me for my opinion, and 4 hours later, they started posting about the fight. Are you fucking retarded, dude? Do you not hear yourself? How is this guy still even reporting, guys? This is one of the reasons, why I started this YouTube channel, because some of these fucking people who report just because they used to be a fighter, were a fighter, has some credence, so let's get this guy a mic. Let's hear his opinion and have him talk. When they can't do a breakdown, they don't know fucking analytics, they don't know fighting statistics, fighting math, and just their self-perception is so off. Anthony Smith swears, dude, he is a shot caller, top 5 ranked, opponent with 0 losses, I swear to you. But it's guys, they called, you have to remember Anthony Smith, in the terms of fighting, actual fighting, pretend you're not you are a small fish, small name, nobody when it comes to fighting. Dominic Reyes. I'm not saying y'all know, but y'all are small fish nobodies. Meaning, like, my wife isn't going to be like, she's a diehard UFC fan like I am, but she's not going to be like, oh my God, Smith is fighting. Oh my God, Reyes is... No. Who's Dominic Reyes? That guy who almost beat up John Jones, and that's really the last, you know what I mean, like awesome thing we've heard of him, and that was years ago when he was in light heavyweight still. Obviously, John Jones hasn't been in light heavyweight in like 3 or 4 years. So that is what I'm trying to say. So they get an agreement with Anthony Smith, Dominic Reyes, 2 not very big names, 2 not very big fights, 2 not fighters that get people very excited. Anthony Smith normally puts people to sleep. So when they get this, they're trying to build momentum in their career. So what it sounds like, Anthony Smith, is Dominic Reyes' team is better at promoting than your team. Also, Dominic Reyes is going to beat the living fuck out of you for sure, whether it is on the feet or on the ground. But I think Dominic Reyes is going to knock you out and put you into deep waters, Anthony Smith. You keep talking to Alex Pereira like you are the best. Go beat someone higher ranked than you. Go do that in a spectacular fashion. Let me go see you do that. And so it's just so funny. I was so surprised. I agreed to a fight with the name. I have no clout. I'm a journeyman. That's all I am, a journeyman. But I promote for ESPN even though I'm the least rated anchor for fighting in MMA. And I just can't believe they announced it on social media. Dude, the whole MMA stratosphere, the second news gets out, ding, 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 everyone starts posting it. Like, what the fuck is this channel right here? And all my other competition. You know what I mean? It's the MMA news. Like, don't be stupid. Leaving it there, guys. A little bit of a rant, a little bit of random pop culture fighting update. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. Got any entertainment? Give me a subscribe. September 1st, I'm going to go through y'all September 1st, I'm going to go through y'all randomly. Send one of y'all a pack of Pro V1 golf balls, custom name with your YouTube handle on there. Or if you're over the age of 21 and you want to have a good time, I'll send you some stuff from bucketbuzz.com. All my links down below for all my sponsors. Please follow them and support them. I missed last Monday's upload, so I went from like 1,000 to 2,000 views a video down to 1 view a video. Please run some of those videos up for me. Like them, comment them, dislike them, whatever you can do. Get them some traction. Love y'all. I'm out. Peace.